Yes. So when I first started that blog, I'm pretty sure I was one of the only ones that was talking about it in that way. And I had actually, it was a huge relief when Metabolic Mind came on the scene and it's like, we're going to educate everybody about all these underlying factors and they kind of took that role off of me, which I was actually very relieved because I think that that was such an important role because if people don't understand the intervention or what some of the underlying mechanisms are, they aren't getting the research trickled down to them in a way that they can understand, then it's all pointless because people are not going to learn about it or they're not going to be able to understand it well enough to put it into practice or to self-advocate with it with their doctors. And so that was actually a huge relief because I think that through like a little bit of an evolution, I think I've kind of come to understand that what's in my head as a clinician is not obvious to everybody. Like you kind of feel like, oh, well, of course everybody kind of knows or understands that this would be a factor or this would be a consideration or whatever, but that's really not the case. And for a lot of people who aren't getting in this space that think they don't necessarily have anything to offer, you should maybe gently challenge that about yourself because now because that has been kind of taken off my plate or my urgency that this information has to get out has been reduced. It really has freed me up to really write a lot of conceptual analysis. I have time now to write up these case reports as they present themselves to me. Um, it really allows me to expand out in that area in a way that I think is much more useful or helpful at this point because thank God Metabolic Mind is on the scene to kind of like to just really help people.